Hi everyone, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Lovett, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys on how I made this beautiful halter neck dress. It is actually very easy to make, and with as little as 2 to 2.5 yards of fabric you can achieve this. So if you're interested in learning how to go about the cutting and the sewing of this dress, please keep on watching, and if you're still yet to subscribe to the channel, click on the subscribe button and let's get started with today's video. So guys, like I said earlier, I'll be using 2.5 yards of this colorful sun ray material for this tutorial. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange my fabric. So I will be folding my fabric into 4 because I will be cutting out the front and the back together. So as you can see, my fabric is already folded into 4. So I will be cutting out the front and the back together. So the next thing now is to put in my shoulder measurements. So from the starting point here, I am going to put in my shoulder measurements. The normal shoulder measurement I'm working with is 15 inches. So 15 divided by 2, that is 7.5. But because the halter neck has to be gathered together, I will have to add some extra allowance to it. So I'll be able to plait it a little at the neckline. So I increase the normal shoulder. I use 9 inches for the shoulder, and from the neck depth I marked 2 inches for the neck depth. So that is it. That is what I did here, and this is me trying to print my chalk on it very well so you can be able to see what I'm trying to do. So after I'm done with that, I am going to go down with 6 inches, and that is going to serve as my chest line. This is not the normal chest line measurement. This is not the normal chest line. So normally I use 9 inches for my chest line, but because this is not normal, this is not going to be a normal armhole, so I use 6 inches. And because the material I'm working with is a little bit stretchy, so I use 6 inches. I mark out 6 inches. So after I'm done with the cutting, if I'll be needing to add to it, then I will add a little to it. And the next line is the waistline. Then after the waistline is my hip line, so that is just it. So the next thing now is to put in my bust measurements. So I'm working with the bust measurements of 38 inches. So 38 divided by 4, that is 9.5. But I added a little bit allowance to it because it has to be free, so I used 12 inches. So that is it. I marked out 12 inches, and don't forget for the neck depth I used 2 inches. So that is it. That is just it. So I'm not going to be taking my normal or waist measurements or my hip measurements. All I am going to be taking is just this my bust measurements. So, and the bust, for the bust as well, I added a little bit allowance to it because it has to be free around the bust area. So from there I just make like a shape. So I just rule a shape down. So that is just it. And for the armhole, it is not going to be like the normal armhole curve that we always rule. So it is just going to be more like a slant. So as you can see me doing, it is just going to be more like a slant around the armhole, and that is it. So the next thing now is just to go ahead and cut it out. It is just as simple as it looks. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. So guys, after I'm done with the cutting, so this is what I have. You can see how it's looking. So the next thing now is to open it up, so you can see how wide the neck area is. So I'm going to gather the neck together like I said earlier. So it's going to be, I'm going to gather it together, and I'm going to be left with at least 7 inches to 8 inches. So that is just it. So now the next thing now is that I'm going to run a stitch on each piece. So I'm going to run a stitch on the front, then on the back. So this is it, guys. I have run a stitch on one of it, so this is what I have. So with the thread, I'm going to be pulling it like this, and this is going to give it that gathers effect that I want. So I'm going to be pulling it, and as I'm doing this, I'm going to be measuring it. So I am going to make sure I have at least 7 inches to 8 inches. So this is what I have after I'm done with it. So this is me trying to measure out what I have here. So don't forget, you should be left with at least 7 to 8 inches around the neckline. So that is it, guys. Actually, to determine the inches that you're going to be leaving around the neck, so you're just going to measure around your neck. You place the taper around your neck, then you measure out what you have. So let's assume you have 14 inches around your neck. So that means for the front you're going to be using 7 inches, and for the back you have 7 inches as well. So that is just it. And assuming you have measured 16 inches around your neck, that means you're going to be leaving out 8 inches for the front and 8 inches for the back as well. So that is it, guys. It is just as simple as that. So the next thing now is that I'm going to take it to my machine. After drawing it, after giving it the gathers effect, I am going to run a stitch on it, so like 2 to 3 times, so that the gathers effect will not come off again. So I will just run a stitch on it just to secure the gathers effect. So that is what I did here. You can see my gathers is standing well, and it is not going to come off anytime soon. And for the back, I am going to be slitting it at the center back here, so in order to, so that it can be easy to put on. So that is what I'm going to be doing here. So I marked 4 inches down, so I'm going to be slitting it with 4 inches around the back area. So I'm just going to be adding button to the back, so it will be easy to wear and to hold. So that is it. That is just it, the guys. It is as simple as that. So after cutting it into two, this is what I have, guys. This is the back. So I'm just going to use bias to tape it in neatly. So that is just it, guys. So and after I'm done with that, so on this side I am going to tape this side in with bias as well. So I am going to be using this to tape in the neckline neatly. So I cut this out, and it is about 2 inches. The wideness is about 2 inches. So that is what I'm going to be using to tape the neckline. So I'm going to be starting, so this is the front. I am going to fold it into two in order to be able to get the midpoint for the front, because that is where I'm going to be starting from. So I'm going to place this tape, this 2 inches tape that I cut out. I'm going to be placing it on it, and I'm going to be starting the sewing from the center. So I'm going to place it like this. I'm going to start the sewing from the back. So then after I'm done with the sewing from the back, then I will flip it to the front. So this is it. So this is what I have, guys. You can see I've taped this center back and the sides as well. So you can see how neat it's looking, and I've added the tape to the neckline as well. So the next thing now is to turn it to the right side, and I'm going to tape it in neatly at the right side, and that is it, guys. So this is the back. You can see how neat it's looking from the back. So that is just it, guys. So because I want mine to have a button at the back, so I'm going to be cutting out the remaining tape. But if you would prefer yours to have a rope, like you want to retain the remaining rope, you can just finish turning the rope as well, and it will look so beautiful as well. But because I want mine to have a button, so I'm going to be cutting out the remaining tape, and I'm going to be folding it like this. Then I'll take it to my machine to hold it down. So that is just what I'm going to do now. So when you're working on this part, you have to be very careful, and it is not something you can just rush on, so you can have a neat finishing. So that is it, guys. This is what I'm going to do now. I'll take it to my machine, then I will have this done. So after I'm done with that, I will just join my two sides together, then I will finish every other things up. So that is just it. So it is just as simple as that. So this is me trying to show you that you can as well decide to tie a rope at the back of the neck as well, and it's going to come out well as well. But for me, I'm going to be cutting out the remaining rope because I will like to add a button to mine. So that is it, guys. So guys, this is what I have after I'm done with the tipping of the front. You can see how beautiful it is looking already. It is looking so beautiful and it is so neat. You can see I cut out the remaining tape because I'll be adding button to mine. So the next thing now is to join the sides and to hem the down part as well, and we are done with the making of this beautiful halter neck dress. So that is it, guys. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I will see you in my next video where I'm going to be sharing another beautiful tutorial, and you're definitely going to love it. So if you're yet to like this video, please click on the like button, subscribe to my channel if you're yet to. Then I will see you in my next video. Bye.